Hello, welcome back. Let's go in with it. So today we're gonna be doing some noodles, a little hard boiled egg in there. I made my own like pad thai sauce. I have chocolate covered strawberries, pavita, and some tacos and Thai peppers for a little heat. So I'm doing a review on Portland, Oregon, just so that people know of how it's orchestrated. Yes, this is the Evergreen State, although it's taken a major turn for the worst since I don't know, because when I came back here 2 years ago, it was really bad. Like, homeless people were everywhere, and like they were just building like little communities to put the homeless people in. I don't know. Maybe it's because more people are coming and showing up, and they're with the homeless movement, and it's getting out of control. Like today, I had tents all in the street. Like, you can't even walk down the sidewalk. They was all in front of the high schools, in front of the daycares. And like I said, I grew up here in the 90s, and it was really bad. I watched a lot of people lose their homes, their lives, their families due to drug use. And it's back to that again. Like, it's very sad right now. Like, it's an ongoing battle. Unfortunately, the community I live in is full throttle. Like, they just smoke meth every day, all day, throughout the day, the night. So it's really bad. And everybody knows when you on that, you mentally gone. You gone. So I don't interact with people like that. My baby lost his life to a meth addict, so I don't play with him. So I just call the folks on him. Normal stances, I wouldn't call the police, but my kids are being affected by it. I'm being affected by it. And I just want them to like take that outside. It's already bad enough. Like, you come into the community, it smell like crack and meth everywhere. They're not smoking crack, they're hitting the ceiling. Like, my kids would be dead quiet, sleep. And they'd just be banging on the ceiling, banging on the walls. Like, it's crazy. It's definitely not a family state. Unless you're on drugs, then come on over. You will have a blast. You can get all the weed. They got a shrooms little spot downtown. They'll lace you up. Drugs unleaded out here. That's what I must say. Portland, Oregon, they got the drugs. If you want the drugs, come on. But if you want a good life for you, your kids, a good system, school system, go somewhere else. Because they're definitely promoting drug usage. And it really just breaks my heart because, like I said, I grew up in the 90s out here. They was doing that. And I watched this man break into his own house. Anyway, he broke into his own house. He was running from the police that day. And he had went through the whole house. He ran around the house 4 times first. Then he went inside, came back out, ran back into the house after the police. It was like 3 police officers already in the house. So he runs past them, I imagine, comes out the second story window, is running around on the roof. He's surrounded by police. I had to stop and ask my mom, like, what is going on? She's like, drugs. That man is on drugs. Like, drugs. I was like, oh my God, I don't never want to be on drugs. If that's what drugs do to you, I don't want it. And the way I've been experiencing people out here, they just, like, for real, like, for real, be trying it. And I'm very quiet. I keep to myself. I do not play with it. So unfortunately for me and my kids, we're kind of stuck here till our lease is up. And so I don't know, it was just call us if they keep doing it. I'm like, what is that gonna do? Basically nothing. So if you're thinking about moving to Portland, consider the mass drug usage. You might experience a couple of earthquakes every now and then. Because Oregon is on the cusp of the ocean, so and plates are shifting. So keep all that in mind. And also, like, the most famous mall, Lloyd Center, has recently just decided that they were gonna not pay their land mortgage. They're like a couple billion in debt. And since I've been here, Champs done left. Foot Locker's still holding on. All the other stores in the mall are pretty much closed. Like, Lids is not there. There's no stores at Lloyd Center. But the other time, like last weekend, we went to the mall. This dude was smoking crack in the mall. I was like, that's it. That's it. That's it. I don't even want to be here. As I said, it's starting to look like a ghost town. Like, they said the world was going to look like Gotham. Portland, Oregon is it. I never thought. It's the prettiest state now. There used to be some real nice, good people here, but I'm pretty sure they done left because I encountered this one couple. They're like, oh, where'd you just come from? Because, you know, I have a slick accent, you know. And I'm like, I just came from the East Coast down south. And, they're like, how's that? I was like, it's conservative, you know. You can't definitely do what they're doing out here. You're going to get roped up. You're going to jail. So, it was like, oh, really? We might need to look into that. I was like, nobody just want to leave the country. You know, that's what I told them to do. Because, I mean, they're in the midst of regentrification down there. So, prices are skyrocketing. Neighborhoods are like, they're looking like the 90s hit there and did a couple backstrokes. So, most of their, like, inner city development houses are like thrashed. And you know how that is. They be gutting them houses out. Real bandos, okay? So, this is just the way, I guess, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say because I'm really disgusted. Like, After living through the 90s out here and then coming back out here to look at it, doing it again, like, it's like, you don't like your life? Like, what is the problem? You know? First to start off, my neighbor, she was just smoking crack. I'm like, what the fuck? I just kept a window shut. Then it went to smoking meth, doing all the drugs. I was like, God, this shit. This is bad. Like, this is really bad. Like, my kids, they be screaming. Hell, I be wanting to scream, but I can't. Somebody got to be saying, you know? So, it's really just disgusting. Like, I done had exes try to put speed in my weed. I done had my last situationship. He tried to put coke in my, or crack in my coffee. And I was like curving them. It's not my thing. And what it does to me, it makes me very sick. I throw up. I have migraines. It's just not good for me. It don't turn me on. The dating scene out here, from what I've experienced throughout the times that I did try, a lot of these people be fishing for compliments. They be wanting you to be obsessed with them. They be wanting you to cash out on them. They be like, the men want to be females, straight up. So if you looking for a little sugar mama that can't pay her bills but want some of that that down under, cause she don't spend the money on you instead, you can come on to them, because that's what it is. They've been burning down, breaking into all types of restaurants. The police is basically at like a hands up, unresolvable state of mind right now. I called one time, and the person that answered the phone for, like, you know, you call a little service, not emergency line, or I would call the emergency line, and it's like, well, there's really nothing we can do because they're not even trying to pay us. So what you can do, if you're concerned about this city, is write the mayor. The mayor's not concerned about this city because, I mean, it's done went to crap. So, yeah. I can honestly say Portland used to be conservative. Like, and then it had its down peak, and then it came, I don't know if it even recovered at all, because now it's my generation that's doing it. So, well, the generation, 2 generations above me and my generation. So it's like 3 generations that are repeating the past patterns. It just blows my mind. I had one ex-family member tell me that he told everybody in the family that he started smoking meth because of me. Basically blamed it on me. I don't smoke meth. I'm not into that. That shit stank. For what? For 2? He was doing that shit with his baby mom. I'm like, how you gonna blame me? He was like, well, you were already gone, so I just cut all my family members off, y'all. Because y'all not gonna have me out here looking bad. And all I ever did was try to support people. I'm not going out like that. So, I've been demonstrating my new mode. That's just stay in my lane, take care of my kids, keep them calm because they don't know what to do. Like, the ventilation in this unit, in the last 2 units I've been in since I've been out here, got out by a hospital, and that was really bad. Like, they was just standing outside my window, blowing it all in the air. If they weren't blowing meth in the air, they was naked coming from the hospital. I'm like, what is this, a naked fest going on? I got kids, but I was like, It's going down. It's going down in Portland, Oregon, y'all. If you with it, if you're not, get out. Like, I thought the homeless population problem was going down because they're building so many apartments, like they're throwing them up. But like I said, it might be because more people are moving here and they still aren't really that developed. It's kind of packed right now. It's really sad. It's very sad. I never seen Portland like this ever. Other than in my neighborhood in the 90s. I mean, people were running down the street, just done hit a lick at the neighbor's house, done robbed them. And I used to see some cop chases, like some real cops and robbers. But the police department just said, Young. She's so cute, I did it myself. And the reason why I decided to do my strawberries myself, I want you to see them a little bit, is because when you get them from the store, sometimes I just be sitting there in the back, getting all sweaty. So I'm like, why would I get them hot and sweaty when I can get them fresh and out my refrigerator? Plus, the kids just kept insisting touching the strawberry like they're finna go ham. So don't even worry about it. I can do that for you. I can do that for you. I just went ahead and made them. I'm watching The Butler. I've never really seen this movie before. And like bits and pieces, like years ago. But I'm watching it for Black History Month. And it's really hard watching Black History movies because it's just like to have to understand how cold people can be and how selfish you would have to be to commit the crimes they have committed, because those are definitely crimes. It just makes me wonder, like, What a cool business to be part of. I was watching the Roots. Like, I didn't know there was that many series to Roots. I just thought it was the first one. So that was pretty cool to find out. And I know. Because in school, they don't really teach you Black history. Especially not in Oregon. Like, I went to 2 Black schools and I didn't learn no Black history or nothing out here. It was really sad. Such a beautiful city. It's still mild, like, I'm not even gonna say mildly, but it's drastically underdeveloped still. And then the most famous mall is going out of business. Like I asked, because I seen it on the news first, right? And I just so happened went shopping the next day there. And I was asking the employees, I'm like, did you know they're closing this mall? Like, it was on the news last night. Like, you can look that up. And I tell you, baby, oh boy, I ain't seen no boy there. He ain't been working there. So hopefully he went and got himself a new job, because I definitely hate to see a brother out of a job and he didn't see it coming. FYI, things snow when you move to the Great Northwest. So that's the West Coast. You know, Cali, I have mad slides out there. So unless you're into like being unsure and not sure if your house is gonna slide down a hill or just dissolve into some dirt, don't move there, okay? And Seattle be having bad earthquakes, and it's really, really bad over there right now. So yeah, I would just not move to the West Coast at all, actually, unless you're into this type of things. But it is a place to come see for yourself, so that you know you could weigh your own experiences with it. And yeah, nothing wrong with that. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your food, and see you next time.